Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in, like there's a powerful, untapped potential locked deep inside you, but you're stuck living a life that feels small? Today, I want to share a powerful story that might just change the way you see yourself forever. It's a story about identity, breaking free from limitations, and unleashing the giant within. Imagine the heart of a dense, unforgiving jungle. A lioness, with her last breath, gives birth to a tiny, helpless cub. Life ends, but his is just beginning, alone and vulnerable. As the hours turn into a day, a gentle sound approaches. It's not the sound of predators, but the soft bleating of a flock of sheep, peacefully making their way through the wilderness. The little cub, driven by a desperate need for connection, stumbles out of the thicket and merges into the flock. The sheep, in their simple, accepting way, don't question this strange new member. They just make room for him. And so, the lion cub begins his new life. He doesn't learn the ways of the jungle, the hunt, or the roar of a king. Instead, he learns the ways of the sheep. He nibbles on grass, even though it offers him no real nourishment. He learns to bleat, a soft, timid sound that feels foreign in his powerful throat. He walks with his head down, mimicking the cautious, fearful posture of the flock. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and the cub grows into a magnificent young lion, with a golden mane and muscles rippling beneath his skin. But in his own mind, he is nothing more than a sheep. A slightly oversized, awkward, and out-of-place sheep, but a sheep nonetheless. His world is defined by the flock's reality, fear of the unknown, constant vigilance for predators, and the simple, mundane life of grazing. He feels a strange emptiness, a hunger that grass can never satisfy, a yearning for something he can't name, but he dismisses these feelings. This is his life, he thinks. This is all he is. Strapped not by a physical cage, but by a mental one, a cage built from the beliefs of those around him. He has accepted a false identity, a weak reflection of his true nature, simply because it was the only reality he ever knew. How many of us do the same? We absorb the limitations and expectations of our environment, our flock, and we start to believe that's who we are. We trim our ambitions and silence our inner roar to fit in. One scorching afternoon, an old, wise lion, the undisputed king of this jungle, is surveying his kingdom from a rocky out. His sharp eyes scan the plains below, and he sees something that makes him pause. A flock of sheep, which is normal. But in the middle of them, something is very, very wrong. A young, powerful lion, in the prime of his life, is grazing alongside them. The old lion squints, unable to believe what he's seeing. A lion, acting like a sheep. It's an insult to nature itself. Confusion turns to a sense of duty. He cannot let this stand. He has to intervene. This isn't just about one lost lion. It's about the very essence of what it means to be a lion. With a thunderous roar that shakes the very ground, the old lion charges down the hill. Panique erupts. The sheep scatter in every direction, bleeding in terror. And with them our young lion flees, his heart pounding with the same fear as the sheep. He runs, not with the power of a predator, but with the desperation of prey. The old lion is swift. He ignores the fleeing sheep and focuses on his true target. He leaps, and with surprising gentleness, pins the terrified young lion to the ground. The young lion trembles, expecting the end. He closes his eyes, bleeding pathetically. He is paralyzed by a fear that has been programmed into him his entire life. He believes he is about to be devoured, just as any sheep would, but the final blow never comes. Instead, the old lion speaks, his voice a low, powerful rumble, not of anger, but of stern disappointment. "What is wrong with you?" he growls. "Why are you running with them? You are not one of them." The young lion, still shaking, can only whimper. He doesn't understand. He has always been one of them. The old lion, seeing the deep-seated confusion in the young one's eyes, knows that words are not enough. He needs to show him the truth. He nudges the young lion to his feet, a firm but gentle push. "Come with me," he commands. The young lion, too scared to resist, follows meekly as the old lion leads him away from the scattered flock and towards a calm, clear river. They arrive at the water's edge. The surface is like a perfect mirror, reflecting the blue sky and the green canopy of the jungle. "Look," the old lion says, his voice softer now. He gently pushes the young lion's head down towards the water. The young lion resists at first, afraid of what he might see. But the old lion is insistent, reluctantly. The young lion lowers his gaze, and then he sees it. Reflected in the water is not the face of a sheep. He sees a powerful jaw, sharp teeth, and a mane of golden fur framing a face of nobility and strength. And next to it, the reflection of the old lion Desami eyes. The same fierce profile. The same identity. He looks up at the old lion, then back at the water. The reflection is undeniable. For the first time in his life, he sees himself not as he believed he was, but as he truly is. A lifetime of lies shatters in an instant. The mental cage dissolves. The confusion, the emptiness, the feeling of being an imposter, it all melts away, replaced by a shocking, electrifying realization. He is not a sheep. He is a lion. All the latent power, the suppressed instincts, the forgotten heritage, comes flooding back. A strange sensation builds in his chest, a pressure he has never felt before. It travels up his throat, an unstoppable force of nature. He opens his mouth, and what comes out is not a timid bleat, but a magnificent earth-shattering roar. It's a roar of discovery, of liberation, of self-actualization. It echoes through the jungle, a declaration to the world and to himself. I am a lion. The sheep hear it and tremble. The other animals hear it and take notice. The king has found himself. This story isn't just about a lion. It's about you. It's about me. It's about every single person who has ever allowed their environment, their past, or the opinions of others to define them. We are all born with the heart of a lion, with immense potential and inherent strength. But along the way, we join flocks. It might be a social circle, a corporate culture, or even our own family's limited beliefs. We start to mimic their behaviors, adopt their fears, and graze on metaphorical grass that leaves us unfulfilled and hungry for more. We learn to bleat when we were born to roar. The most dangerous cages are the ones we cannot see. The belief that you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not good enough. These are the false identities we accept. The sheep mentality that keeps us small. But today's the day to find your river. It's time to look at your own reflection and see the truth. Who are you, really, when you strip away all the labels and limitations imposed upon you? You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. And the most important decision you can make is to accept your own power. The old lion in the story represents a mentor, a book, a moment of clarity, a catalyst that forces you to confront the truth. For you, maybe this video is that catalyst. The awakening isn't always comfortable. It can be jarring, like being chased and pinned down. It requires you to face the terrifying gap between who you think you are and who you could be. But on the other side of that, fear is freedom. On the other side is your roar. That roar is your purpose, your passion, your unique gift to the world. It's the authentic expression of your true self. So, I ask you, what is the grass you've been eating? What is the flock you've been following? It's time to stop bleating and start roaring. It's time to shake off the false identity of the sheep and embrace the magnificent, powerful, and undeniable truth of who you were always meant to be. You are a lion. Now go and let the world hear you roar. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you unleash your true potential. See you next time.